Since I've started at MCC, it's been almost 2 years. The one thing that I've reflected over and over again is there's a recognition that this work only happens because of the incredible generosity of a lot of people that come together in partnership.
There are literally thousands of people who have gone into villages and into communities where they were strangers and developed relationships that have really become the foundation of MCC's work.
At critical times, MCC has been able to have a response in a timely way. The Nepal earthquake. We've been working in that country for over 50 years, and that earthquake happened, and we were responding in remote areas within 24 hours. And I heard a story that one of the local hardware stores, they gave us credit to buy tarps because they knew MCC would be good for the money. This isn't something that suddenly happened. This happened because of decades and decades of trust that was built.
That's indicative of MCC's commitment to being there before there are headlines and before that crisis becomes a crisis.
So I think of things from our global family work, educational programs where we come in and we work alongside people to see how can we partner to help respond to educational needs. And they're not all the same in every community. It might be helping to build a school building, or it might be the money to help resource teachers. Our sustainable development for livelihoods, purchasing a cow for a family that can create sustainability for years to come, to building sand dams so that people have water in the dry season.
Those are not our sand dams. Those sand dams belong in Mozambican communities and Kenyan communities and are built with the blood and sweat and tears of people from those communities.
Though we may bring some knowledge that can help in a situation, we don't come in as experts.
This is not our work. This is a place where we come together onto that holy and sacred space of someone else's home where we're invited in to be in relationship and to be in partnership with them.
The impact that we have is worldwide. We're in 60 countries with 700 projects with almost 500 different partners.
Our work internationally ties directly back into Ontario. One of my favorites is coming into the warehouse and watching people packing relief kits and putting the lid on that pail. There are lots of other ways in which MCC is active right here in Ontario. We're working in restorative justice. We're working with Indigenous communities. We're working with men and women affected by poverty. And of course, we have a long-standing commitment to people who are coming here as refugees.
Just recently with the Syrian refugee crisis, we have over 50 cities that have sponsoring groups across Ontario that are partnering with us.
We're excited about the ongoing work that MCC has been doing for decades in Syria that now includes a huge humanitarian effort, the biggest that MCC has ever made in our 96-year history, trying to provide humanitarian work that involves temporary shelter or cash for rent, food aid, of course. Also some peace-building work, building tolerance across the many groups in hopes that future conflicts do not erupt in violence and don't contribute to the kind of violence that we're seeing now. A community or a country that's racked by violence will never prosper. Children won't get an education. Farmers won't harvest a crop. Relief and development really only have a lasting contribution to make to communities if there's peace.
The world is big. The needs are overwhelming. Every day you read the news and it's discouraging. But MCC is making a real difference in the lives of people. And those people who have been touched, they will tell you that it made a difference for them.